Guys, it is about time we have had this relief rally for crypto. Things are starting to look a little bit better. We are starting to look like we could have potentially bottomed out for the short term, right? There could always be more downside, but me personally, I'm flipping bullish now because a lot of people are going bearish. And as we know, it's always best to go against the masses, okay? So that's my philosophy right now. I think I'm going to start positioning myself in a lot of coins soon. And today we're going to be speaking about things that I believe have potential, and I'm not going to be just throwing it out there. I'm going to be outlining my thesis behind why I think they can do really well, and you guys can make the decisions yourself, right? So that's what we do here on the channel. Nothing is financial advice. It's simply just me speaking about crypto projects I think can do really well, and as somebody who's been in the space for well over 5.5 years now, I can comfortably say I've done well in crypto in the past. So let's get right into it, guys. The relief rally is here and some people are excited, including myself, and these alts are showing good relative strength. Ethereum up 5%, Solana up 5%, while Bitcoin is only up 1.4%. So we do see a little bit of a shift towards the altcoins getting a little more power than Bitcoin right now. First and foremost, guys, I say this every now and then, make sure you guys are following my X. This is where I am extremely active, even if the market isn't doing so well, right? When there's not much to report with these videos, I tend to post on X a lot more. So it's win all day with 4 Ys. There is no other account, guys. They're all impersonators. So this one right here is my @. Make sure you guys go follow that. Again, there is no other account. There is not me ever messaging any of you guys, whether it be Discord, Telegram, any of that. They're all scammers, okay? So I want you to know, guys, I won't ever DM you for anything. The reason why I think it's important to follow me is because not only do I post some important alpha that I can get out to you guys instantly, I do post things that tend to make sense in my opinion. They want you to think that we're going much lower and that this is some crazy start of a bear market. Don't fall for it. This was a part of their plan. Max pain, especially in alt and meme coins, has been achieved already. I mean, guys, if you haven't seen the altcoin market, open your eyes, have a look at it. Everything's been absolutely obliterated. Top meme coins, ones that you think were here to stay, almost essentially blue chip, are down 90-95%, like something like GigaChad. We have now had a huge 35% Bitcoin flush out. I think it was actually technically 36. Nevertheless, this is typically that amount that we get flushed out before we proceed up again. Moves to the upside can be swift, especially because crypto is greed and momentum driven. This is very important when you're analyzing the market, guys, because people tend to think things happen slowly and it takes a bit of time. I'll be able to get my entries. It happens very quickly. One day coins are up 40% and the next day they pump 2x, and then all of a sudden you're positioned out of really good position that you could have had. So, you know, a lot of these things are the difference between getting a 5x in the future and a 30 or even 50x. So it's kind of crazy how things play out. For me, it's time to turn my bullish cap on. Why? Because people are turning bearish. Simple as that, guys. I turn bullish when other people are turning bearish because most people don't win in crypto. And why would you turn bearish right now? I mean, guys, you've missed the top, you've missed the selling point on all your alts, and people starting to turn bearish now. Like, it doesn't make much sense to me. Anyway, let's get into some runners, guys, because I know you guys love this type of content. I'm going to be speaking about potential trades and potential good projects, all right? So these are coins, obviously, I just shared in my private Discord group. So if you want to be the first to get all this early alpha, I do tend to post it in my VIP Discord first and foremost. So guys, that link is in the first link in the description down below if you want to be a part of the community. We're still quite a large community, even though the market has been getting smashed. So people are still there learning, willing to wait around and see what's next for the market because they know we are going to absolutely crush it. We've called over almost 300 X's. We've called more 100 X's. Absolutely crazy in there, guys. So when the market's bouncing back, you got to look out for these things. First and foremost, I'm going to be speaking about Kermit. This is a coin I believe can do really, really, really well, okay? And the reason being for this is because if you are unaware of Kermit the Frog, it is essentially like the second most famous frog on the internet. So if you are aware of Pepe, and I mean by now you really, really should be aware of Pepe the Frog, okay? It is essentially the most famous meme and frog of all time, and that went to 12 billion. What we're talking about Kermit here is a new narrative that started while the market's getting smashed, And I think Kermit can almost essentially be an antagonist kind of play to Pepe, right? So a lot of people are talking about Kermit right now, a bit of a community's brewing. And while this is quite high for the current market conditions, right? So we are typically looking for lower market cap coins. My thesis is if we do have a market bounce, this is going to be the type of coin that you can play with a bit of size and end up cashing out a fair bit on, right? So my key levels that I just told my Discord about, I'm looking for about 2.7, 2.8 mil for optimal entry. I do not think it will go lower. The reason being is because it has bottomed out 3 times at 2.7 mil now. So I would be looking at an entry just above 2.7 mil. So I'm looking at about 2.75, 2.8 mil. And if you guys just want to get in no matter what, I think around the area right now that we're sitting at is a fair value, 3.6 mil, maybe potentially come and retest this 0.618 fib level. But at the end of the day, guys, I wouldn't be splitting hairs with this entry. If you think the thesis is good on this like I do, I think this can be the next Pepe for the next leg up in the crypto cycle. So once again, if we do flip super bullish, this will probably be a very strong runner, guys. And I just have that feeling. There is no guarantee about it. This is not financial advice. This is simply what I am doing in the market. So you must first and foremost understand that, okay? It's not something you chuck your bank account into, guys. It's a meme coin. Let's just be real here for a second. Analyze your own risk and see if it's right for you. Next up is 6-7. And now we just called this at about 5 mil market cap, live and public on YouTube, actually. So you guys can go check my previous video. And I thought, like I said, this meme isn't relevant to me. It's not necessarily funny at all. I just understand trends sometimes. And this is pretty much the most famous kind of meme or trend that's been going around for, I'd say, the last year or two, right? I haven't really heard anything bigger than this. Even teachers said they've heard about this. Teachers are banning it in classrooms. Athletes are making jokes. You play a game of pickup basketball and you hear people making 6-7 jokes when the score's there and stuff. I just think this is a massive runner as well. And like, granted, you did miss that entry if you were getting in now at about 5 mil. I had it down here, right? I do think it's a decent entry still though, because we did see it run up to 44 mil, which was about like, you know, looking at about 7 or 8x from the bottom there. It has done that typical pullback now. So if we are looking at from the highs to the lows, we have gone through that classic 70% retracement. So what you're looking for in strong meme coins is the bounce back after about a 65 to 75% correction. So this is definitely sitting in the midst of that. And I think this is going to show a lot of strength. And I think this is just one of those coins where it's like, guys, it's just a play on virality. So you look at Mudeng that went to 600 mil, you look at Chill Guy that went to 600 mil, and undoubtedly, this is a much bigger meme in my opinion. Like, Chill Guy was very, very short-lived and that ran up massively, guys. So, you know, analyze this in your own time and see if the risk is right for you. It's a higher capital type of play because it's 24 mil market cap now. It's just up to you, right? I don't think it's the best buy ever, but it is something that can easily run into the hundreds of millions because the mind share is so massive. So please do understand me on that. I have exited my position on 6-7 for full transparency. And I was looking for a lower entry, to be honest with you guys, and we didn't get it. So if we do end up seeing something like this, like we pull back again and we bounce here off the 11 mil level, that's where I would find an entry personally. And then you're looking for much higher highs. I think it's going into the 50 to 100 mils if the market bounces, guys. So don't take my word for it. Next up is Synapse. And this is a very, very interesting project, guys. I absolutely do urge you to do your research on this project. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. It integrates AI, memes, NFT, proper utility, right? So you'll be able to earn staking Synapse as well. And they're building all these kind of different AI things, right? I haven't been able to keep up to date with how much they're doing. I mean, that's how much they're doing. They're actually building on this so much. They're a registered company. Everything looks great. And they've got a partnership with another meme coin and everything like that, guys. So please do look into this in your own time, guys. Don't just blindly ape into these projects, but please do look into it and see that, wow, they're doing more than any other project right now. So I was taking profits on the way down as the market was getting belted. I was like, look, guys, I don't know how low this is going to go short term, but I did find more entry, and I actually caught a lot of these bottoms here. I was sharing it with the guys in the VIP Discord as well. So I was saying I was accumulating around here only because the market was bouncing back, right? I really do believe in this project. At the end of the day, we're all traders trying to make money, right? So I was taking profits, but ultimately, guys, I've sized in now as well. I think we are going to rebound massively, and I think we are going to retest all-time highs very, very quickly and soon, right? So I think a lot of people are going to be promoting this as well because I just think it's great tech. I think they've got a great narrative behind it, and it kind of encompasses that whole narrative that's going around with crypto, AI, meme coins, communities. And I think they just got a lot of people that are putting money into this and doing really well with it. So I think it's going to do really well. I think we will see all-time highs very, very soon. I think we'll see a parabolic move up soon, assuming the market stabilizes, right, guys? So Synapse is there for you. 500K market cap. It's looking great. Next up is Doggo, which is something that's super, super undervalued right now and is finding absolutely no volume right now, no bids, 3.6K volume. But I think this is something that is a sleeper project, right? So this is probably the riskiest out of the bunch that I've shared. It's lost a lot of hype and mind share, but nevertheless, guys, maybe look in the direction of these types of projects when the market is very, very calm and just no one's talking about it. So we did get that VIP Discord entry at 500K market cap. And of course, you could be angry at me now. Fine, that's all fine, right? But at the end of the day, it did do essentially a 10x. So, you know, if you did take profits on that like you should, when you're up 10x on a coin, guys, don't get incredibly greedy and just take some money out. Even if you got in up here after the initial pump, maybe you're sitting at a 2.5, 3x, take your initials out and let the rest ride, right? These are types of projects that are extremely risky, speculative. The moves up can be explosive, but so can the moves down. So just be careful. But I think this is one to keep an eye out for, because when the markets go down so much, a lot of people forget about quality projects. And it wasn't long ago, this project had so much hype. I mean, this essentially looks like the dog version of Pudgy Penguins. And what's it sitting at? 465K market cap. They've got NFT collections, guys. I mean, the Husky collection just came out, or it's coming out soon. I really like this project. It did really, really well. And it was very unfortunate that the market came down at this time. So that's why we did ultimately see just this obliteration of the graph, like 95% of other projects. Next up is a gamble play in Shadow. This is essentially the privacy mascot. It is sitting at 60K market cap. We did call this in my VIP Discord group at about 22K in market cap. So again, guys, if you want to get those entry points, join that VIP Discord group in the links down below in the description. And we're going to absolutely crush it in the market coming up, right? While the other people are sleeping on the market, staying away, we're going to continue to build, and we're going to be the early ones to win. We're going to be here building, continuing to learn, see what's new in the market, and get those vital entries that are nice and early and start reaping the rewards of our investments, right, guys? That's why we put in the work. That's why we put in the work hour after hour, go through all the stress of the coins going down or whatever it is. But once again, if you do come out the other side, the rewards feel so much better, okay? Because you did work on this yourself and you persevered and overcame the market. That's what it's about. Next up is Pandu. So if you are new here on the channel, this is our most famous call, right? 280x from our VIP Discord entry. And this was when the market was absolutely terrible and we still did a 280x. This was extremely crazy, right? I did not expect this to happen, but nevertheless, that's how crypto is sometimes. Very unpredictable and very surprising. Pretty liquid as well. At 28 mil market cap, you would probably be able to cash most of that out, guys. So obviously, I'm assuming a lot of you guys didn't catch that move. Obviously, it was very hard to get in, have it come all the way up to 10 mil market cap, come back down here. It's very unlikely you held all the way, right? But as I said in my VIP group, took profit, took profit, took profit, took profit. You take profits on the way up, guys. That's how it goes. And then you leave a moon bag for that big 280x that you could have cashed out on. Talking about Pandu, guys, we did break out of this downward sloping trend, and that is exactly what you want to see when you're talking reversals. We saw this classic V-shaped reversal, and once you break that trend line, you're talking a massive breakout, right? So we did break out. We eventually retested this level here, 5.6 mil, got rejected. Obviously, we wicked up above it, but we ultimately got rejected. And now we are seeing a slightly like double bottom formation happen, and I think we're going to see higher highs on Pandu. This is a very, very famous project, popular project, and I think it will actually make all-time highs if this market does really well. I think this is one of those rare projects that have the potential to come back. Okay, so this did have a cult-like community, 24,000 holders. I think there's great things to come for the Pandu community. And ultimately, I just thought it was unique, right? So pandas aren't really done in the industry before, but they're a cool animal. NFTs, guys, like, just get in amongst it, right? They're covering AI. They have a TikTok and everything like that. So they're keeping up to date with the new age of a new era of marketing. So I think they're doing really well. Next up is one I won't speak about for too long, but just know I'm still around looking at this one, Douge DJI 6930. Ultimately, this is your best beta play to SPX 6900, and in my opinion has much more retail appeal than SPX, right? Everyone knows dog coins are the most bullish coins in all of crypto. Anyone can say what they want, they're overdone, blah, blah, blah. Time and time again, we've seen them to be the only ones that reach billions of market cap. You're talking Dogecoin, Bonk, you're talking Shiba Inu, you're talking Floki Inu, or just countless dog coins, right, guys? And they absolutely fly every time. I think Douge is also one of those rare coins that could see all-time highs again. If we do flip bullish, guys, and we do see Bitcoin all-time highs, Solana all-time highs would ultimately end up in a lot of volume coming to the trenches, coming for these coins, and this will explode. Next up is Pump Fund Pepe, and this is one coin that I actually saw a while ago, and then I did miss my entry on and ended up exploding, and I was like, guys, there's no real value in this anymore, no real risk to reward ratio. That's all it's about in the market. It's about your risk to reward ratio, right? That's how you win in the markets. I've just brought my attention to this again because I did just watch a recent video by Kuroshi, and he talked about how this is probably one of the best kind of Pepe coins going on at the moment. And I do actually agree, right? So I think there's a little narrative behind Pump Fund just being essentially the main players in the whole meme coin space. And this is essentially just the Pepe on Pump Fund, right? And people are changing their profile pictures to Pepe. This is the Pump Fund version. And I just think there's a little bit of a cult community backing this, and it could be a little bit cabal orchestrated. So you could be getting in at lows here before it gets pushed. Just a bit of speculation from my end. I know the Pepe narrative has been absolutely beaten to a pulp. There's about 50 trillion Pepe coins. I think this one's a little bit different. This isn't just a standard offshoot. It does have a community willing to back it. Next up is Troll, which I do believe is at a fascinating entry point here at 42 million. I didn't think we would see this again. And what I mean by again, before this whole market was really over, ultimately, most meme coins do end up close enough to zero, right? But I think this is at a great bottom now, and I think Troll, we might be seeing all-time highs yet again very soon. Like I said, guys, if the market does pump back, a lot of people underestimate how explosive moves can happen very, very quickly. All of a sudden, people don't want to sell, and when people are buying and no one's selling, the price goes up so quickly. Market caps get absolutely crushed. So very interesting here. Troll is the leader of this narrative that I'm going to be speaking about here in a second. And this is a little bit of an OG play, right? I know this is kind of a ripoff of the OG Troll on ETH. I tried that narrative, got crushed on it. I think this is just the Troll that's around now, right? So Solana, a lot more accessible to the general public and retail. And I think this is agreed upon that this is really the Troll runner. Next up is Wojak, looking quite bullish as well. And like I said, this is a part of that whole Troll kind of meta or narrative. This is OG 4chan type of meme stuff. And Wojak is sitting at 19 mil market cap pretty much right now. Super, super bullish graph. I just personally wouldn't bid this over Troll because Troll's entry is a lot more goated in my opinion, because Troll is a stronger meme. It's proven to run over 200 mil and it's retraced heavily right now. So if Wojak runs, Troll will probably run as well. Anyway, Wojak, I've just completely missed my entry here. Someone actually in my public Telegram group was calling it down here, but this was when the market was very very, very bearish, and there wasn't any clear signal this was going to do really well. But props to him. I'm pretty sure he called it way down here, guys. So even if you're just scrolling through my public Telegram, you're not a part of that VIP Discord group, you can catch some nice winners. So congrats. On to my play for this whole narrative is MOG, which is Mother of God. I bet you've seen this meme before, guys, where the guy pretty much takes off his glasses and he can't believe what he's seen. This is just basically on that whole same narrative, and this is 95k market cap. The community around this was pretty cool as well. The developer's a cool guy. He was live streaming and everything, and he does give me props on X and everything. He follows me, he likes my posts. So I think the community is kind of cool. I mean, it's just hugely speculative, right? This is 95k market cap type of stuff. It's done quite well. It hasn't bled to nothing, but it also isn't really taking off at all. So guys, take a look at MOG in your own time. I think this is something that can pump with that narrative if enough people do get on this and get the word out there about it. All right, guys, we're going to finish off with one of my X posts. Again, like I said, guys, make sure you follow me on X because I am keeping up to date with a little bit of alpha over there. So this is kind of my response to people that are saying we're in a bear market. We're now in a bear market. Thanks, man. Didn't realize that we are just finally now bearish after every altcoin has lost 95% of its value. Volume has been decreasing in the trenches for the last year consistently. People are just reactionary and don't actually provide value in this space. So what I mean by that is, guys, it's so easy to tell everyone now, once everyone's lost everything, once Bitcoin's down 40%, hey guys, yeah, nah, I think we're in a bear market. That information is not useful to people, right? What people need is how to sell the tops. You know, no one was calling for the top at 120k. Telling everyone now that it's bearish is not calling anything meaningful. Like I just said, where were you telling people to sell the tops? Where were you even a month ago saying to exercise caution because you looked at key metrics? Like myself, I was telling everyone in my VIP Discord group as well. I'm always looking out for them. You know, a lot of people were upset that I wasn't calling coins or calling shit coins and everything like that. I'm like, guys, I'm not a group that is just going to be calling coins every day. I'm looking to actually make money in this space. I'm not looking for garbage that will probably go down tomorrow, right? I'm somebody who's actually trying to make money in this space, and I'm very, very cautious about my entry points. So a lot of people wanted calls. You know, go join another group that's going to pump and dump on you, okay? Where were you even a month ago saying people to exercise caution because you looked at key metrics? Like I said, so I was looking at volume, okay? Volume is one of the most underrated, not talked about key metrics. It's so easy to just say, hey, the interest simply isn't there. And a lot of people just don't understand that. It's crazy. So truth is, it's probably not a good time to sell anymore. Everyone saying we're about to enter a super bearish market is probably going to be wrong again, like they always are. Very, very important. The vast majority of people are always wrong. We just had a bit of a phantom bear market that nobody even realized was happening. So once again, the last year with alt and meme coins has essentially been a bear market, like nothing was running, right? So many people in this space genuinely don't have a clue and have some of the biggest voices. It's crazy. I'm tipping slightly bullish for Q4 and then very bullish for 2026. So I'm looking forward to crushing the markets with you guys. This has just been a quick update. By the time I upload this, the market could get crushed again. That's absolutely fine. Everything in this video kind of stands. It's always under the premise that the market is doing well, guys. You can't buy confidence in the market, right? Altcoins aren't going to pump if the liquidity and confidence isn't there in the market. If Bitcoin goes to 80k, everything will be off. That's essentially how the market works generally, right? I understand Bitcoin dominance might be dropping, but you still need that confidence. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Won't take up the rest of your time. As always, join that VIP Discord group in the first link in the description down below, and I'll be keen to see you guys there as a part of the community because we are going to crush it. See you next time. Peace.